Hello. How are you doing, sir?
Doing good, brother. Doing good. I can't complain. Living a life back at home, back in Louisiana.
Absolutely.
The good old Grambling,
Hey,
you know what I mean?
as you can tell, I miss it too. Okay, before we get going, what's your name, sir?
This is Kerry.
This is Gary. This is GNC Sports Talk, where we do it
For the culture.
by the culture.
Because we are the culture. You dig?
Number one sports podcast. Why?
Because our lovely, beautiful mother said so.
Because our mother said so. All right, real quick before we get going, we catch y'all up on everything. We have a jam-packed episode. We were out last week because yours truly had a sales meeting that he could not miss. Therefore, we gave y'all a little room to miss us. What we got here for you, just a couple quick hitters at the beginning. No huddle, fast break, if you will. Tyreek Hill, some NBA stuff going on, some IMG Academy stuff going on, and Floyd Money Mayweather making an appearance. We got our NBA players of the week because ain't nothing NFL going on. Some standing things. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. No, I was just saying that. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, the Floyd Mayweather news, low-key kind of surprising, but it's been good, man. It's been good. It's been good sports week. Basketball is my time. It's our time of the season. For sure. So
yep,
we're gonna get to it, man.
Yep, we got our flag on the play when life comes at you fast and money shot. And I'll just leave this here so y'all can make sure you tune in at the end. Are the Bears moving to Indiana? I don't know. We gonna find out. We gonna find out. But yes, give it up for my lovely co-host who decided to abandon me. I haven't seen him in 2 weeks. Give it up for Kerry. Also, before we get to the comments, want to make sure I'm gonna have to do it for you because you holding your phone. Thank you to all the repeat offenders for showing up as always, getting them comments because we love to comment, interact with y'all. Also, you can do this part. If you're a first-time listener viewer, we want to say thank you. We love you, and we can't wait to pull your hand back. We can't wait to see you again. You're slapping them, no, but it's the greeting.
Man, I'm putting my hand up. You know what's up, y'all.
Like you was smacking them like this. This is what you was doing. Anyway, last but not least, make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you tell us how much you love us. Make sure you also know that this here episode is sponsored by our first digital product, From Idea to Episode 1. Yes, if you want to know how to get from idea to episode 1, just know it's in this book.
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to leave it right there. All right. We're going to get to how everything been for you real quick so we get to the people in the comment. Number one, up to date. Hey, family. What up, LaShawn Holland? How are you?
What's going on?
Lovely cousin. Here you go, brother.
I can't see.
Oh, you can't. I thought you could see. Number one sports podcast for the Fairleigh High School boys basketball team. Number one seed in District 4, non-select. I didn't know that. District 4. Go Trojans. Go Trojans.
Go Trojans.
Shout out to Trojans. Back for another episode from Black Raiden. And work the box, Gary. I think I know what you're talking about, but I'm not sure. If this is anybody else, I say pause.
You know. Come on, man.
All right, so if y'all don't know, I may depend on him a little bit to keep me up abreast because I couldn't pay attention to anything but the sales meeting going on. But what I will ask you is this before we get into our no huddle / fast break. Give me one thing that people should be excited about the NBA season and where it's going right now.
Right now, everybody should be getting ready for the playoffs to get ready to kick off the seedings. I know the East is kind of weak right now, but look for Detroit. Also look for the Knicks to see where they're going to be seated at. It's a couple teams out there that may make a push. Toronto, nobody really ain't been talking about Toronto like that, but they a dark horse. But right now, getting ready to rev up for the playoffs. The All-Star is over with. All-Star Weekend is over with. Everybody had their fun. Everybody had their cake. They ate it too. I'm pretty sure a lot of people enjoyed it. But now it's time for real basketball to be back, and It's almost time for the finish line. So we're gonna see what's going on, man.
I'm so glad you said real basketball. And the only thing I'll say for people to watch out for is Boston is still here, even though it doesn't seem to be. They are at the top of everybody's mind. Boston is still here. They are forced to be reckoned with. Shout out to Jaylen Brown, and shout out to the moves that were made to keep them in the hunt, and possibly they can make a playoff appearance. But I'm glad you started with the NBA, and I'm glad you told us what we need to look out for, and I'm glad I added that too. What I want to say is this, and maybe you read into it, maybe you didn't. Did you see what they are trying to do to prevent tanking?
Yep. A couple things came out. I know they said something.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
I want to make sure you do this. Tell the people what tanking is and why it is or is not a good thing for the NBA.
So tanking is pretty much when you have a professional team that wants to get a future who they think will be a future all-star, all NBA type of player, and when the draft comes around. So what they do is they play all the games and they don't play their best players, or their best players don't play in order for them to get a future projected all-star, all NBA talent. And that's what's been going on right now with tanking. It's been going on it's been going on since the beginning of time when sports came around. So right now, especially in the NBA, it's been a whole lot of tanking going on where teams for this year's draft, which is projected to be a good draft, a lot of teams are tanking to get the players that they want, and hopefully those players can bring more fans, can bring more wins, and hopefully bring them a championship.
Now, what we know is a lot of people don't like tanking, and that's a form of cheating, right? They don't like it because fans come into this equation, and fans are the ones who are the paying customers. Without the customers, you don't have a game. Without the players, you don't have a game. We won't say it, but you could do it without the people in the front office. I'm just saying, you could. Green Bay does it. Anyway, different sport, same generality. What I want to say is, I don't know if it can be fixed or if it can't be fixed, but we have to go to the golden era of David Stern, honestly. You didn't hear much about tanking, but then it was also a different game. The things, and we'll go more in depth another day, but the things that go with the tanking is, hey, I can't get a superstar because you have something called the second apron. And this is basically a cap on the cap. And because of that, now you have teams saying, well, the only way I could get a future great player, good player, is I have to be bad in the regular season. If I have anybody good, limit the time that they do. Load management is another thing that we're going to talk about another episode. But when you really get down to the nuts and bolts and cranny, I don't think it's any way for you to stop tanking, because as fair as you're trying to make it and as much as you want to prevent it, I understand to a degree why teams do it. Like, if I'm Utah or Brooklyn Nets, I don't want to be sorry forever. I can't get nobody to come here. Even if we do got the cap space, I can possibly only get one, but I got to give everybody else. And then whenever I look at everything else, like Utah, I lost Donovan Mitchell. I lost Rudy Gobert.
Gordon Hayward.
I'm just now shaking back. And so what are you to do as a team? And I'll push it back to you. What are you to do as a team with these new rules in place? And it's a couple of them. One in particular just doesn't sound really, really good. Like they are trying to say, oh, if you tank, they're trying to do it the way they're going to go with your record for 2 years instead of one. And if you do it and it appears to be tanking in the sense, they're going to stop the times that you can be at the top of the draft. So what are you to do if you're a bad organization?
Man, look, I think I saw something that said, hey, for the teams that want the top 4 draft picks or whatever, y'all got to play for it. It's something that can be done in place for this. Like I said, you get the bottom 4 teams to go for the they play to get the number 1 draft pick. And just like a little tournament, y'all play a couple of games, 3 games, and see who gets the number 1 pick. I think that's a good way to fix it. But me personally, like I said, you know how I feel about tanking. I do not like tanking. I don't like when players sit out or they have something going on that can be preventable for them playing. And then also you got to think about the fans that's coming to watch these players play. And they paying all this money to watch them play, and then you don't get to see the player that you want to because they sitting out. And it be the losing organizations. Like it be the losing organization. Like me personally, like right now, I don't know. Let's just say we're gonna go with Utah or Brooklyn. All right. Michael Porter Jr. is the best player on the Brooklyn Nets. Okay. Keontae George is a player I like. Lauri Markkanen, Jaren Jackson are the players I like for Utah. I gotta fly out to go see them, and then I gotta pay the hotel. Then I gotta go pay for the game. All for y'all to tell me when I make it to the game that such player ain't gonna play because they got like something small, like like a sore thumb or like something small that they can play through.
And here's
like that stuff like that I hate.
Oh yeah. Real quick, let me the soundboard. I got you, mama. I got you. I'm here. I'm gonna show him I can do it. Tanking has been around a long time. Team/players just hit it better back then. That's from Black Rating, of course. And then Hey family from Chelsea Kenyatta. She changed her name from Bayou Baby or whatever it was before. So what I want to say is this: the tanking from the less effective team, right? Brooklyn in this instance. Mm-hmm. It's not really them who we worried about. It's the better teams who do not play their best players. So a Golden State, it's not San Antonio because I think they got young boys that want to play. But a Golden State, a Houston, Ja Morant I always heard just like Zion, so I won't name them. But, some of the teams that have superstars, if they're going to play somebody of lesser value and they have a bad record, for instance, like you said with Brooklyn, Utah, maybe not, but Brooklyn, we can definitely use them as a pillar. Or Portland. Don't nobody want to go play them and risk injuries, so they sit up there, the winning teams, the superstar teams say, oh yeah, you got an Elman and stuff like that. I understand what the NBA wants to do. I think you actually made a very, 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 very good point. What to do to stop tanking? Well, have the sorriest teams play at the end. So you have a play-in tournament, go have a number 1 draft pick tournament. And then if you lose, if you win the whole thing, you earn your number 1 pick. If you lose, you got to go mid-draft or at the end of the draft. I mean, at the end of the first round, you know what I'm saying? And then second round, you can go recoup or whatever and get your beginning. But I think that's actually a good idea because at the end of the day, I don't think you can stop tanking. The organizations are cheap, right? So they don't want to pay the luxury tax. They'll do a little bit, but they don't want to pay enough. So since they don't want to pay enough of the luxury tax or any at all, they're like, well, we're going to tank. You tell them they're not going to tank no more. Okay, watch how they figure out a way to get around it. And I think you made a great point to do that thing right there to go ahead and make it a little bit better, I think.
Yep. And again, we are not talking about the players, or I'm not talking about the players that's actually going out there playing hard, giving the fans what they want, playing hard, trying to make a name for themselves, and of course play for the money that they want to get, for the contract they want to get. But it's just with the talent level with different teams, you can see it on display. And look, I know one of the organizations with the New Orleans Pelicans, they played the Philadelphia Eagles. They got mollywopped by the Milwaukee Bucks last week. Philadelphia 76ers came in town and played, and the Pelicans won. And I mean, look, he didn't, and the coach didn't even start Jeremiah Fields, and he didn't even start Jordan Poole. They came off the bench. So
So you had no point guard playing.
No
No
point guard
point guard
playing
playing
to
to
start the
start the
game.
game.
No
No
point
point
guard.
guard.
We all know how I feel about that organization. But we're going to move on. I appreciate you. We're going to go more in depth. So I'm setting it up so people know something to come back to.
Yeah.
So I'm setting it up because I do want to do a little bit more, find out what all these rules are, kind of interpret it so we can bring it to them. I believe I saw 7 different things that are supposed to impact tanking itself.
As
All right.
you should.
Here's the rest of the no huddle fast break. I'll ask you a question, you answer it, I'll go, and then we'll finish that off so we can get to what the standings are. I'll pull those up and kind of get going on it. Okay, Tyreek Hill was released by the Miami Dolphins. What do you think about that? 1, and then 2, are the Miami Dolphins in a complete rebuild now?
They should be. They definitely be in a complete rebuild right now. Them releasing Tyreek Hill, they gotta pay him. But now, I mean, he's gone. With Tua, with his situation, they're thinking about releasing him or trading him to another team as well. I don't know if you found out or heard the news about that as of today. But I think they are in a complete rebuild. They need to get a quarterback. Depending on where they're going in the draft, they may have a future quarterback to begin with as well. But right now, I do believe that they are in a complete rebuild. And look, it starts with the quarterback position. You got to have a quarterback that you can rely on. You got to have a quarterback that's healthy. You have to have a quarterback that's a leader as well. But you need somebody reliable, and at this moment right now, I don't think Tua Tagovailoa is a reliable starting quarterback for the Miami Dolphins.
So what happens with the Miami Dolphins is, like we said, Tyreek Hill was released. I believe that was very much so mutual. I don't know where he gonna go. I've seen people say he should go back to Kansas City Chiefs. If you go back to Kansas City Chiefs, well, it was mutual again. They didn't want to pay him, and he wanted to leave, and he wanted the money. So I'm not gonna blame him for that. But for him to go back to the Kansas City Chiefs, you walking in the same situation, if not worse, because Patrick Mahomes should not, and I'm hoping won't play none next year. He don't need to.
Right.
Leave it alone. Let it be a wash year. Come back better than ever in 2027. Here's what I think of with Tua Tagovailoa though. Every time he gets hit, every time he gets hit, I get scared. I throw up gang signs because I'm like, no, like I do all of that. Tua, if not released right now, he is not officially released just yet, but they say it is inevitable. $54 million guaranteed is what they have. So if they don't release him, it's because they don't want to pay that much money right now. And they would try to potentially get somebody to trade for him. Do I think the trade market is good for him? Absolutely not. Trade meaning somebody else is going to sit up here and take on this massive contract for a quarterback that cannot stay healthy and is one of the most unhealthiest quarterbacks right now in today's game. Him, Anthony Richardson, J.J. McCarthy not really that healthy. Nobody's going to trade for that. And we're not sure, in your words, not mine, Kerry, noodle arm if he can even throw it that far.
Yep.
Your words, not mine.
Look, Blue Pen. With Blue Pen brothers of the concussion dog. Whichever one you want to pick for Tua.
He a degenerate. That's what we're going to call him. He's a degenerate. He's a degenerate. Okay, moving on. I'll make a comment on this one because I know you might have a little bit to say. Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather, September 19th. And my only comment is, who need the money? It better not be Floyd Money Mayweather because you still got boxers that you betting on with your promotion and things like that. Do I want to see this? Absolutely not. We waited, I don't know, 10, 15 years to get it the first time. Now you telling me we're going to get it less than 7 this time around. If both of y'all pass y'all prime, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. And it's going to be on Netflix too. So Netflix is trying to do a big draw, big names, no matter how old they are. And honestly, the only thing that would make this worth anything is if Manny Pacquiao knock out Floyd Mayweather. But does this count against his record before you tell me your opinion? If he gets knocked out, does this go against his record?
Nah, I think just extra. I don't believe this would go on record now.
in the court of public opinion, if you get knocked out and you lose it, then they gonna say, yeah, even though it's exhibition, it's going in the court of public opinion. Now, will it count on his record? No. In the court of public opinion, yes. Back to what you said earlier. Do you want to see it? You said no. If you ask me, do I want to see it? The answer will be no. But it's just like yes, we waited a long time for them to fight the first time around. And again, that was past their primes. When they should have fought, it should have been earlier. While they were in their primes, but when it come down to it, it's all about money. Somebody got to get paid more. Somebody got to take a lesser cut. You got to pay this person this. You got to pay this person that. It's too much. I don't know why they giving it to us now. Pause. I don't know why they giving it to us now. But I mean, right now, dog, we don't care. I would not watch it. And this comes from a guy that I do like watching boxing. I like the way they train. I like how they get their bodies prepared for the fight and everything. I understand it. I like it. But this, no. I think this is just a paycheck. Somebody needs money. I don't know who needs the money, but somebody needs the money. And if Floyd, Mayweather needs the money, shame on you. How you going? Allegedly, if you are going broke, you need to do better, sir. Because this ain't it, man.
I don't think he's going broke, but this is what I think of this fight that's on September 19th. And I also think this too. Hold on. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. Don't nobody want to see neither one of y'all. Go on somewhere.
He worked that out for a year.
We hey, listen, you be taking over from me, so I'll get a chance to play with it. I'm gonna make sure I hit every button on this thing to make sure we got it going. Okay, last thing, we went a little bit longer on no huddle. Fast break. But the last thing I read this today/last night, IMG Academy to pay $172 million or fine, or at least, for accepting tuition from parents tied to the Mexican cartel.
What?
My only thing is, and I'm curious to see your answer. Why are we acting like this is such a big surprise?
Because it is.
Well, the reason why I say why are we acting like this is such a big surprise, they in Florida. How else do we say that they one of the biggest schools in the nation, even though they recruit everybody, so it's not local talent? Why are we surprised? Honestly, this is the only question I have for them. How long y'all been doing it? I know they just started.
Since that school been around. Since that school came in 19 or 2000 or whatever.
You know, that's all I'm saying. They like, oh, they got to pay a fine. They must have made somebody mad because it's been going on since inception. No way you can't tell me that.
I wouldn't have never guessed that. But hey, Arby's still around.
Wait, the food place?
Yeah, Arby's. Yeah, they still around.
yo, sick commercial too. Sick commercial, sick saying, sick all of it. We got all the meats. Ugh. Pause.
Dude pronouncing euros. He pronounced gyros. It was supposed to be euros.
So 2010 was when the program was formed at IMG Academy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And you telling me y'all just getting caught up? Okay. If you say so, you ain't gonna. Well, never mind. Let me go ahead and move forward. Okay. Let me go ahead and move forward. All right, that does it for our fast break / no huddle. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna pull up the standings to get your opinions because you have been watching it a bit more closely than I have. I'm tuning in now, but I definitely want to kind of get your expert opinion on what we have going on right now. I'll just list them off. So give me a second to list them off. We'll just do a top 6 at least, right?
Okay.
If it started today, Detroit Pistons, Boston Celtics, New York Knicks, Cleveland Cavaliers, Toronto Raptors, Philadelphia 76ers. That is on the East. On the West, top 6 once again. If the playoffs were to start today, Oklahoma City Thunder, San Antonio Spurs, Houston Rockets, Denver Nuggets, Los Angeles Lakers, and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Before you go, the biggest thing that you should know is this. The Spurs are only 2.5 games away from being the top seed.
Mm-hmm.
Having said, listed Toronto before, they are number 5. Cleveland Cavaliers are number 4, a position they're familiar with. The New York Knicks are number 3.
Mm-hmm.
Detroit is number 1. Boston is number 2. We're not going to talk about Philadelphia. That's different.
They
no.
Pray for Philadelphia, man.
When it comes to everything on the East, I know we're both high on Detroit. Do you think they have what it takes to actually make it past the first round and not do like they did last year and fall short so badly?
I do, and that is because of the emergence of Cade Cunningham. Right now, he is seizing an opportunity. He knows what they need to do to win. And you know, we're gonna get through that in a little bit. One of the players of the week. But he put on a great show against the New York Knicks last week. I saw him play quarters 1 through 4. They did not have an answer for him. And if he continues and if everybody on that team continues to stay healthy, play their roles, and you have Cade Cunningham as the player, as a potential MVP candidate, that team can go far. Because what I saw last week, if he continues to play that way, I don't see any team in the East beating that team. I don't see any team in the East beating Detroit.
Yeah, what I think about when I look at the East is what I said before. The absolute shocker is the fact that the Boston Celtics, without their other superstar, Jason Tatum, is number 2. And they made a couple of moves that will impact them for next year. But this year isn't over, and they could potentially make a run towards the Eastern Conference Finals. What's bizarre and wild is that it's not being talked about as much as it should. I know NBA heads may talk about it, but when you look at the sort of cornerstones for sports talk TV, I'm not sure about radio because I hadn't tuned in as much. But when you look at the cornerstones for television, they're not talking about Boston as if they're outside of the top 4. They're number 2. And
number two.
They look great. I don't think it's being talked about enough, and they can really sneak up and do some things. As long as they don't have to play at Detroit in the first, I mean, if you play in the bottom half of this, you looking at playing Atlanta. They sweeping them.
Yep.
They sweeping Atlanta. Okay, real quick to the West. What shocks you the most? We can name all these except the Lakers because I think we know how this story's going to end. Oklahoma City Thunder, San Antonio Spurs, Houston Rockets, Denver Nuggets, and number 6, the Minnesota Timberwolves.
The Houston Rockets, man. I know KD have his thing going on, allegedly with burner accounts and everything. But I saw the Houston Rockets play the New York Knicks, and they were in control the whole game. Had I believe, a 16-point fourth quarter lead evaporate in front of their eyes, and the New York Knicks win that game. Coming from 16 down to 18 was down. Below the Houston Rockets. They have to learn how to finish games. Maybe the young players, I don't know what's going on with the young players. When we seen them play in person, Tyree Eason, he played a crucial role when they played and beat Oklahoma City in Oklahoma City. Jabari Smith had a good game, but I don't know if they get lackadaisical sometimes on the defensive side of the ball, or they don't know what's going on the offensive side of the ball. But people have the players on that team have to know and learn what role they play, and also to finish games. That's the main thing. They need to finish games. If they could start finishing games just like they supposed to do against New York Knicks, they'll be fine. Now, do they have an uphill battle to climb when they play teams like Oklahoma City, especially when Shea Gilgeous-Alexander comes back? Yes. Would they have a tough time playing against the San Antonio Spurs, especially with Sengun, who is a defensive liability at the best. He is Lord. They need Steven Adams back bad. Because if he's the anchor, then that ain't count for much. But they just need to finish games. So I say Houston Rockets.
Good evening, GR Houston Jack.
What up?
what I'll say to you is this. Yes, Houston can look impressive. They may be impressive. I believe the defensive liability or lackadaisical or lack thereof is going to be something crucial, and they were missing a couple of players when we went to go see them in Oklahoma. And Amin Thompson, I believe I'm saying his name.
Man Thompson, yeah.
When I look at it, though, the West, the only team that could beat the Oklahoma City Thunder, because they are the standard right now, right? The only team that can beat them is with that big, tall man, Victor Wembanyama, San Antonio Spurs. And the reason being is because of him, but they got some dogs outside of him. Stephen Castle. What's the kid? Ron Harper Jr. or the second?
Dylan Harper.
Dylan Harper. Yeah, Dylan Harper. The whole team looks to be cohesive, and they look to be a better version of what San Antonio used to be. They're not about fundamentals. They're about being dogs. This is a great version for what today's NBA is, and it's anchored. It starts with Victor Wembanyama, and everybody else can go get a bucket. What seems like it. Everybody else can step up. Everybody else wants to play defense. Everybody else wants to commit to what it is, which is being great. Even if they finish a number 2 seed this year, I know we saying Oklahoma City is eventually the team to go possibly repeat, but standing in their way is the San Antonio Spurs, barring Victor Wembanyama's health.
Yep, that's it.
But they've got it done without him a couple of times, though. That's why they got dogs without him.
Mm-hmm.
But
don't sleep on Denver, man.
No. I'm not sleeping on him. But Denver concerns me because if Aaron Gordon, who is a factor for them, if Aaron Gordon, whatever, right? I think we've seen the best of him already. If he isn't playing, yes, Jokic is still that dude. Jamal Murray has to show up every day. It cannot be no days off. If he doesn't, the team don't stand a chance. Because Jokic can go get 50, and that's fine. If Jamal don't get 20, we're not even having a conversation right now.
Yep. I agree. I agree, man. Look, you made some valid points, man. Jamal Murray needs to step up.
I did a mistake.
Yep. Look, go ahead. Look at you. Look, the bench needs to step up. Tim Hardaway Jr. The emergence. The emergence of Peyton Watson. We look. Everybody gonna need to play their role, and I think if you ask me right now, going down the line, Peyton Watson is going to be the X factor on that team, and he showed strides when he got to start. He showed strides of what he can do. Now, if he can continue to contribute, whether it's starting or on the bench or coming off the bench, then look. I think Denver has a legitimate shot. They look again. If you ask all the Oklahoma City players, what team gave them the most trouble last year in the playoffs? They're going to tell you the Denver Nuggets.
Well, and I think they'll say Minnesota Timberwolves because if this was a stop right now, they would play the Lakers. But the Lakers and the Timberwolves have the same record, really, and they're not separated by a game. So whoever loses the most would wind up facing Denver, which that's wild, right? If you finish 4, which is Denver, or if Denver slips, somebody playing them, and if it's Minnesota, they stand a chance. They've done well against them. But if it's the Lakers, out in the first round, baby, that's what it looked like. And thus in this version of LeBron and Luka, which, again, that's a different topic for another day. Okay. I believe that's it. What we got there right now, we are running right on time, I believe. So I am going to go, good Lord, I am going to go to this next slide. Go ahead and tell them what POW stands for. I think you know.
Man. Yep. Pow. Player of the week. That's everybody gets one. Everybody gets one. Player of the week. So we are doing the play. Appreciate it. We are doing the players of the week, and so my NBA. So I have a few. I have quite a few. And I'm gonna shout out for me going to the Grambling State University games against Mississippi Valley yesterday. One of our own Gramblings. I know you probably don't have it. That's perfectly fine. But I want to let everybody know. And Tony,
You ain't put it on there.
I know. We talk about this point. But Don't worry, we got plenty more time. All right, so I want to shout out Grambling State University's on my alma mater, our alma mater. Antonio Munoz out of Chicago, Illinois, the freshman. Seen him play in person yesterday against Mississippi Valley. Put on a heck of a performance. Not only did he put on a heck of a performance, the Grambling men and women's team put on a heck of a performance. But he did play good defense. He could jump out the gym. It's just some things he need to fix. He's not a consistent shooter. But I like what I see from him. Hopefully, he can continue to stay here. So I want to give a big shout out to Antonio Munoz. And also the NBA Player of the Week. If you want to put the graphic up, you can. Cade Cunningham.
It's up. You just keep going. I got you. It's up.
Okay. All right. Cade Cunningham. He is. I mentioned him earlier.
God dog it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you can still hear me, we are having technical difficulties. Give me one moment. I'm going to check in with our guest. Really, my co-host.
Is it me?
Yes, it was you. Yes.
Okay, my bad. All right, 42 points, 13 rebounds, and how many assists do I have on there? Because I can't see it.
42 points, 13 assists, 8 rebounds.
8 rebounds. NBA Player of the Week, and also for the college part, we have who do I have on the next? Darius Acuff?
No. Mikel Brown was first.
Mikel Brown with Louisville. Yep. Mikel, you say tomato. He had. I believe he had.
Do you need me to say it, or you got it?
Yeah, go ahead. Say it.
Okay, 29 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists.
Against losing effort against SMU. He had a good game. Louisville was good. SMU was just a little bit better. Saw him playing in person. Top 10 pick going in the draft. He's worth it. He was worth that $32 spent on the game.
Wow.
And also Darius Acuff that plays for Arkansas under John Calipari. He had 49 points. 5 rebounds, 5 assists.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know you was done. Sorry. Apologize.
Okay, it's okay.
49 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds.
Yes, sir. He did that in another losing effort to Alabama. Alabama won that game at home, but it was a good game. So those 4 players, I want to shout them out again. Antonio Munoz. For Grambling State University. Also, Cade Cunningham for the Detroit Pistons. Mikel Brown for Louisville Cardinals. And Darius Acuff for the Arkansas Razorbacks. Those are my 4 players of the week.
Fantastic. I did not get a chance to do mine. It's a lot going on. But I want to do this.
Don't worry about it.
No, you got me. I just want to be honest with the people. I did forget to do one thing. I appreciate y'all putting it in there right now. New setup. It was just a couple buttons I didn't get on here. I'm putting this up here real quick, Kerry. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Actually, I don't think it's going to do it. That makes sense. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to see if I can make it swing. Y'all bear with me.
I was saying, why are you doing that, man? I mean, again, got a shout out to the Grambling State University men's and women's basketball team. It was worth the money come to see y'all play yesterday. I spent that hard work money come to support my school. So it's all good. You got it fixed.
No, I ain't gonna pop up. Anyway, we here at GNC Sports Talk love music, love talking about, love listening to it. If you can, in the comments for something that we do every week, put an M next to the artist, album, or song. We will make sure to highlight that at the end of the episode, like we do at the end of every other episode. Sorry, it ain't ready and ain't pretty. It'll be fine next time. Sorry about that, but thank y'all for holding me accountable. I love that y'all know what the flow is. I apologize, but yes, put your music picks in there. We're marking it right now. We'll get to them soon. And without further ado, y'all watch our commercial. I got most of it done today, y'all. It was just that. I'm sorry. I got most of it done. It was just that. All right.
Hey.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, yes, ladies and gentlemen, one more time. It'll be 2 more if you want to be honest. But one more time, if you will, it was a little dusty. This here episode is sponsored by, from idea to episode 1. You can catch it in your bio. It did not put it in the description. It sucks, but it is in the bio. Catch that in the bio.
Support black business.
Support black businesses and Black History Month. This is our first digital product. 6, almost 7 years in the making. Oh, you know what? Also, I forgot to say, shout out to us. 7-year anniversary. We did not get a chance to celebrate that with y'all again. It's been a crazy week and a half or something.
Right.
You know, I seen this man twice, 3 times, and it wasn't even that long.
Yep.
And I'll be going out of town this time. Okay. Do I need to read off your stuff before I get to doing what we're gonna do next with our segments, or do you have it? Because I don't want you to go. I want you to blank out again.
No, man. I think I have it.
Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, what we have next for you is Flag on the Play, and I'm not gonna steal his thunder. What is Flag on the Play, good sir?
Flag on the play is pretty much when we see any players, coaches do anything egregious. It's our job as sports enthusiasts to call these people out. And with no further ado, my flag on the play goes to the blatant Utah Jazz for showing everybody how to tank. If you weren't aware, the Utah Jazz maybe a few weeks ago, they were playing the Miami Heat. They were up, I believe, 17 in the fourth quarter. And the head coach, I may have him listed down there. He said, Jaren Jackson, Will Hardy, the head coach of the Utah Jazz, in the fourth quarter while up 17 points, said, newly acquired Jaren Jackson, the best player on their team, Lauri Markkanen, and Nursip, he said all 3 of the bigs on the bench in the fourth quarter. This was tanking at his peak. If you looked at ESPN and NBA Countdown, everybody was talking about it, how they tanked so bad, and I believe they got fined. I want to say $500,000, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, $500,000.
Yeah, they got $500,000 for that as well. But again, this went back to what we were talking about with tanking earlier. I'm paying my hard-earned money to come watch y'all play. I'm coming to watch somebody get a win and play their hardest. But everybody play their hardest 3 quarters and then sit out for the whole quarter. I did not like that move when I saw it. I told you about it. I didn't like it. I hate every ounce of it. I think if you ask me, if it's blatant in your face like that, I think they need to lose a first round draft pick. If you ask my opinion, but hopefully Adam Silver can get the tanking situation knocked down right now. Because I think after this season, because I don't think for the foreseeable future, it's going to be a draft like this. But man, everything about that was just horribly wrong. And again, that's what the Utah Jazz flag on the play goes to y'all.
Flag on the play for me goes. I told you I got you. Flag on the play for me goes to something that we don't cover that much, but we here at GNC Sports Talk love covering stories. Funny stories, crazy stories, strange stories, whatever it may be. Carrie and the audience that we have. I don't know if y'all knew this. Tony Clark, former MLB PA in charge of the Players Association. Tony Clark was caught having an affair with his sister-in-law.
Oh,
and he had to resign as the MLB PA. Now, I know what y'all wondering, like, why does this make a big deal? And this is almost my money shot, but you're in charge of a union, right? A union is to be for the support of the players. and he got his sister-in-law a job there, and they've had an affair. I'm not sure how long. He was the head of the MLBPA for about 12 years here now, right? The reason why this matters so much is because the MLB and the collective bargaining agreement, meaning the players and the owners and said people that are associated with this, are up for, we'll say, renegotiating period or a new collective bargaining agreement, meaning we gonna agree what this split of this pie is gonna be and who it goes to and how much. The man that's been leading it for 12 years is no longer gonna be there. And that's gotta be crazy and scary to say that you trusted him. But the wildest part is you had an affair with your sister-in-law, whom you got hired. He stepped down last week. I thought that was the craziest story. I will have more on this story. But wow, I was shocked. They said resign, but let's just be real, it was fired.
It was fired.
That's my flag on the play right now. Sorry. All right. And next is what, sir?
This is when life comes at you fast, and pretty much when life comes at you fast is when you get on that plane or that helicopter, and you on cloud 9, cloud 10, cloud 13, cloud 15, and you jump off the plane or the helicopter, and your parachute don't work, the sound that it makes.
Someone fix this.
All right, so if you don't mind, can you tell the people what I have or when life comes fast so no malfunctions go on?
Yes, Duke losing to North Carolina Tar Heels, which we are both North Carolina fans, and we also watched this when we were in Oklahoma City after we watched the Thunder lose
to the Houston Rockets. When life comes fast goes to Duke, man. Yeah, look. I just want to say this for the record. I wish North Carolina had the number one player in the country come to today's school every single year. I wish North Carolina had the number one recruit class come to today's school every year. But you know what? Hey, this is what legends are made of. This is what legends are made of. Melo Trimble. I'm not Melo Trimble. About Trimble. I can't remember his first name. But Trimble hit the game-winning shot. He came alive in the second half. He did his thing. And also, we can't forget Dr. Dandy, the freshman phenom, Caleb, you know what, Wilson. He came to play. The team, they started out, I ain't gonna lie to you, it was an ugly game in the first 10 minutes. But then they got settled. They started playing defense. They ain't let Duke get to what they wanted to do, and then at the end, Trimble hit a game-winner three from the corner. I remember it just like it was yesterday. We was in the hotel restaurant. We was eating. When I saw that he got open, I stood up and told you he was going in. I put my hands up like I did when I played basketball. Three-pointer was good. You got up, screamed. We went and hugged each other. And we enjoyed the rest of the night. That's how it went. That's how the night was. It was a good, you know what day. So shout out to North Carolina for winning. Y'all did y'all thing. Y'all made me proud. It felt good. That's all I can say. I feel good.
It's always great when you see Duke lose.
Always.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, my money shot is something that I said at the very top of the hour, which is this. Wrong one. My money shot is something that I want you to remember, something that you cannot forget. And this one is actually something very intriguing that we will see if it gets legs or not. The Bears could be moving to Indiana. The reason why they could be moving to Indiana is simply this. The money that they pay for, the space that they have reserved in Chicago is not going good in terms of arrangements. Well, what the Bears decided to do is go ahead and make a power play. And they said, we'll go across state lines. And by golly, they got something going because Indiana is showed for it. Because Indiana does not have a professional NFL team. And what sounds like Indiana understands is simply this. If we get it here, we ain't letting it go. For Chicago, I need them to understand, if you lose the Bears, the Bulls not good. I know you have the Blackhawks. And then you got you got the White Sox, you got the Cubs. Everything's heartbreaking outside of the Bears, and the Bears have a promise. I think you want to get this deal done. But for them to go across, try to create leverage, and get this done in Indiana, I think it's a very bold move. This is something, I'm not going to become a fan of Chicago, but I can respect them for this. And, I mean, we should, I guess, get used to calling them not Chicago no more, right? Because I think this deal may be done soon. I don't know if they still going to be called the Bears, but rebranding? New jerseys? Hey, what's up?
Whatever y'all do, replace them orange jerseys. Man, replace them joints is super ugly.
A hater. You are such a hater.
Yeah, them gotta be the ugliest jerseys. Them and Tampa Bay orange jerseys. Man, take this back to wherever you got them from, man.
I like Tampa Bay creamsicle jerseys. I love them.
Of course.
You a hater. Of course. You a hater. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are at the end of this hour. We may let y'all go a little bit early. As you can see, I got a little cough. At the end here, what we like to do is give our music picks. But before we get to ours, we want to give you ours. I'm sorry, we want to get y'all's. I'm doing this all wrong. We want to get your music picks. If you can, in the comments, put an M next to the artist, album, or song. We're getting ready to highlight that. But before we do, I think we don't do a good enough job of why we do this. We believe that music and sports intersect at such a thing to where they become one. Without music, there's no sports. Without sports, there's no music. If you look at basketball, I guess if you look at any sport, every artist want to be a ball player or in sports, and every sports person want to be a artist or whatever it may be. And this is why it matters to us, because music can really entrench something in your mind, and it can also put something with sports. You combine it and you have an ultimate memory, something that you cannot, won't not, will not forget. And so this is why we do this every week. And because we some music heads too. It takes us back to our childhood. Got anything to add to that?
Yes, sir. Nah, man, look, you said a lot, man. And look, I gotta give you credit for saying it, but you hit the nail right on the head, man. Sports, music transcends a lot. Without music, I don't know where the world will be right now. Music unites. Music helps. Music is positive depending on what kind of music you like to listen to. So, we here at GNC Sports Talk want to give y'all our music picks. But everybody out there, we want to know what y'all listen to well. So look, I love to talk about music, rap music, hip hop, R&B, the whole nine. Look, even little house music, whatever. But I enjoy it. I enjoy listening to it. I love debating about it. I love talking about it. So that's what we do here.
All right, good sir. I appreciate you. Well, we're going to get into it right now. I can see that we only have a couple. I'm going back through, shuffling through real quick. Thank y'all so much for submitting. Thank y'all so much for being in the comments, man. We appreciate y'all. We know we've been gone. Don't be mad at us. Life be going on. Sorry. We do apologize. The first one we have up is Lover's Lounge by Sean Milley from our cousin LaShawn Holland.
Okay.
Next up from Miss Chelsea Kenyatta, Grateful. Did he pull up? Yeah. Grateful by Dante Bowe and Friday. Is that gospel, Chelsea? Let me know. I believe that's gospel. Just let me know. I'm working the board better than you ever could. No, just playing. I'm playing. Okay.
You see how people get in when I'm gone?
Whatever. And Spencer has made his way into the building. Earth, Wind, and Fire. Oh, tell him again. I don't know if you heard. I was over talking you. I'm sorry.
What up, Spencer?
Earth, Wind, and Fire. Gratitude just got the limited on vinyl. Now I'm mad. Just got the limited on vinyl, and this was the first live album. I'm sorry, I gotta read it again. I got mad. You know I'm collecting vinyls. Earth, Wind, and Fire, Gratitude just got the limited on vinyl, and this was the first live album. That's crazy. Yeah. Cause you know I'm a vinyl collecting person right now, so I gotta give a little bit big ups. All right, you ready for yours though?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
and I know.
Oh, okay. There was gospel from Chelsea. Sorry about that, Kerry. And then I didn't have any picks this week. No, that's okay, G. Listen, y'all might didn't know we was coming back today. I ain't gonna tell you no stories. It was hard pressed. It was busy at work. I ain't know if I was gonna get everything ready. So no, we appreciate
time decision.
Yeah, no, we appreciate you coming in regardless. It's all good.
Yeah. Hey, game time decision.
Absolutely. Okay, you ready for yours, sir?
Yes, sir. I know the first one. We have the classic ASAP Rocky featuring Juicy J, Multiply, and also let me see. I want to make sure. You might have to say
I got you. Big Scar featuring Pooh Shiesty, Fugani, Keith, Social Boys too. Is that what that is?
Yeah. Salty Boys too. Salty Boys too. Yeah.
Soaky Boys.
Yeah, Salty Boys too.
Nah, dog.
It's slap. Yeah, just go watch. Just go listen to it.
Okay.
Rest in peace, Scar too. Rest in peace, Scar.
Okay, so he has ASAP Rocky featuring Juicy J, Multiply, and Big Scar featuring Pooh Shiesty, Fugano, Tay Keith, Sochi Boys too. What is this?
Salty Boys too.
What is this? Saucy Boys too? Am I not saying Saucy Boy too?
No, Saucy Boys too.
Okay, that's what I was saying. Okay, I thought I was saying it wrong. Okay, Saucy Boys too. This dude right here. I'm gonna do my best to say this right. Naya Soul, One Less Chair. Shout out to Sean, our cousin. LaShawn, our cousin. It slaps. R&B. And J. Cole featuring P.D. Pablo, Old Dog. I'm still listening to the album. I'm engulfed in it. I cannot lie. Especially part 2. But Naya Soul, I think I'm saying it right. One Less Chair. J. Cole featuring P.D. Pablo, Old Dog. That slapped. It slaps. That's all I gotta say. It slaps. Okay, hold on. I got one more in here from Sade, I believe. Give me one moment.
All right.
From Sade, Start With Yourself by The Chord Line. Start With Yourself by The Chord Line. Okay. I'm sorry, I was reading it. I got you, Sade. I was gonna give the same energy. I just want to make sure it's a struggle. If only y'all know. Spelling, pronouncing, not my strongest suits. Oh, wait, here we go. G, that's a classic. T.I., let them know.
Let them know. With the beef with 50, let them know, T.I.
Hey, G, did you feel the peer pressure? Is that what it was? I love it. No, we appreciate all of y'all. Look, but we almost made it to an hour. We ain't going to keep them an hour, though. You got anything you want to say before we wrap up?
Nah, man, just appreciate y'all for tuning in. As always, I know we was on a little week break, but we back at it again. 7 years strong, you know what I mean? We out here big strong, you know what I mean? But hey, we loving it. We loving it. We love y'all. Keep supporting us. We thank y'all. Hey, we here at GC Sports Talk. This is what we do.
G said no. All right, yes. Love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Can't say it enough. Without y'all, we wouldn't be here. We're growing. We mighty in this thing. It's going to be a lot more coming out. I got a big weekend to where I'm going to get a lot of stuff done to where you're going to see more of us. So I'm excited about this weekend. I've been waiting for it. Get to see some people. All of that good stuff. Yeah, other than that, that's G laughing. She laughing. She ain't feel the peer pressure. From Sade, wait, I thought you, Kerry, lived in the same complex. What's his excuse for not being there? Well, Sade, he's back at home with our mother, so that's a pretty good excuse to me. That's a pretty good excuse to me. All right. If nothing else, let them know who you are one more time, sir.
This is Kerry.
This is Gary. This is GNC Sports Talk, where we do it
for the culture.
By the culture.
Because we are the culture, you dig?
#1 sports podcast. Why?
Because our mama said so.
Because our mama said so. Love y'all. Thank y'all. Remember to hit like, subscribe, share, and we'll see y'all really, really soon.